Hello and welcome to this new part. I think this is one of the episodes of all time, okay? I don't know which episode it is, but yeah, welcome. And yeah, like, smash, subscribe, and all that shit. Last time, I don't know where I don't remember at all where we were. Like, we're gonna remember again. Oh shit. Oh right, we literally didn't even start. Right. The resolve of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Right. Okay, we're starting. This is like the final episode. Not the episode as in like of this let's play. The episode of like the of this game. Ooh. Even the music is fucking epic. Hold on. Also, I think yeah, there we go. There's supposed to be way more LeBron James in the chat. Nails. Okay. So the time is finally come. Today we unravel everything. They count on your support more than ever today, Mrs. Sato. Mrs. Sato? Ah! Why? Why do you do that every time? I know, what's the matter, Mr. Naruhodo? You have seemed to throw me on the ground. Nothing. Just saying that I'll be relying on your support today, but... I'm so sorry, of course. I know I can be rather incompetent at times, but... I shan't let you down. Would you mind helping me to my feet then? Oh dear, I'm really very sorry. Okay. Citizen isn't her usual self at all. Yeah, because she's worried that you're gonna leave. You're leaving soon, bro. I don't know if you remember, but yeah, that's hardly surprising, I suppose. She just found out that her father is the partner of a world famous detective. Not to mention, good morning, sir. Wait. Oh, right. Zeeks, I forgot about you. Our client, our handsome client. Okay. Thank you for all your efforts yesterday. What? Did I hear that correctly? I've got thanks by this man for the 117th down bajillionth time? What? I can't believe he's a human after all these proofs. Like, come on, bro. What? Did I hear that correctly? What? Oh, no, nothing. Just, I hope we can clear things up today. I really can't make this man out. His face says I hate you, but his words are almost jovial today. In fact, he hasn't been very Reaper-like at all since this all began yesterday. Lord Van Zix isn't the Reaper, Mr. Naruhodo. Good point. The Reaper. I suppose in hindsight, I shouldn't have allowed that misconception to go unchallenged. Huh? It was my tacit acceptance of that pseudonym. My failure to stop the Reaper becoming something more than a mere legend that led to all this. But you're not to blame for all that, you're not to blame for that, Lord Van Zix. It's not because serious crime in the capital dropped off so sharply when the public started calling you that. That's why you didn't say anything, isn't it? To be frank, I'm not sure that was the sole reason. What do you mean? There was a rumor at the time that the Reaper was really the ghost of my late brother. I forgot how I made this voice. I lost my voice, dude. That having been slain by that evil killer, Glenn's restless spirit returned as some sort of demigod to wield a deadly blade of justice where I, by dint of the law, could not. Yeah, that's not how I did it. I don't know what's I don't have it anymore. I lost it. Did my voice like did I do irreversible damage to my voice or something? Like, yes, we've heard that story too. When I lost him, I felt as though I'd lost my guiding light. I didn't know where to go or what to do. Right. And so, in some small way, I wonder if perhaps those rumors made me feel his absence a lot less keenly. A lot less keenly. Yeah, that was kind of it. Like, even if I knew it was just an illusion, just some nonsense conjured up by an over-imaginative public. It was obviously extremely important to you. Lord Clinged Van Zix. Well, what's important now is uncovering the truth. That's all that matters. I know that you didn't take anyone's life. I intend to prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt in court today. I never thought I'd say this, but I can see it in your eyes, that burning desire to cut through all the lies and deception. I can't deny it any longer. You are a lawyer of absolute integrity. Yes, ma! Yes, bro! Thank you. Now tell me, why do I detect the scent of expensive tea leaves in the air? Oh, Iris, when did you get here? He has a good nose. Oh!
I brought you one of my special blends. Hurley loves it. He says it helps him to clear his head.
I thank you. It wasn't...
Oh!
That's really the first and last I ever see a sight like this. You seem different today, Iris.
Oh?
Sort of subdued, I suppose.
I'm not!
What happened yesterday is obviously still playing on her mind a lot. She's clearly very troubled about having stolen that autopsy report from Dr. Scythe's laboratory.
Alright then, good luck to you both! I have to make a move now. Oh, you're not staying?
Thought you'd want to watch today's proceedings.
Well, I'd like to cheer you on, obviously. But I've got lots to get ready.
Get ready? Ready for what?
Oh yes! Would you take this?
Is that one of the little felt dolls that's usually dangling from your knapsack?
Yes, it's a lucky charm, a little Hurley that I made once.
Oh, it's so cute. Hurley. Looks like more a Hairley. Good one, bro.
If for some reason you completely run out of options in the trial today, then just pull this little Hurley's ears as hard as you possibly can.
Okay. Well, pull his ears.
That's right. It's a way to bring good luck. I think you might need it.
Okay.
You think what we'll need is luck? I just sneaked a peek inside the courtroom. And it seemed very different to normal.
Yes, it would seem that a certain someone has decided to pull out all the stops. What does that mean?
What about Mr. Sholmes, Iris? I don't know. He was out all night and he hadn't come home by the time I left this morning. Oh, I see.
So Professor Mikotoba out all night too, do you think, Mr. Sato?
Yes, it would seem so. Telegrammed the hotel this morning. Apparently they didn't come back to their rooms last night at all.
They?
Father and Judge Jigoku, I mean.
Judge Jigoku too.
That's right, nobody appears to have seen either of them since yesterday.
Counsel for the defense and the defendant. Court is about to be in session. Please make your way inside the courtroom at once. Alright.
Good luck then, Runo. Good luck, Susie.
Yes, thanks, Iris.
And you, Mr. Reaper, I hope it goes well.
Once again, I thank you for the delicious tea. It was very soothing.
Oh, I'm so glad. We must go inside now. Lord Van Zieks.
Okay. I should have checked the court record. Lord Van Zieks has always been the formidable prosecutor I've had to lock horned with in court. Well, good opportunity to do this. Okay. Oh, right. Okay, so there's the... Yeah, and then there's the this, and then, yeah, there's the that. Then there's the fact that he was supposed to be in France. Against the autopsy record. Time of death. Scarlet ink still visible on the ring finger of the right hand. No. Fatal stab wound. Could have a duel. With evidence recovering from the victim's stomach during autopsy. Okay.
What a charmingly and rapidy version of Mr. Sholmes. Do you suppose this is how Iris sees him?
Probably.
Are you alright, Mr. Naruto? Your eyes are veritably boring into the poor doll's ears.
Oh, sorry, I was just wondering. What do you suppose would happen if we were to target its ears with all my might right now?
I'm sure that we'll find out when the time is right. To become proper gentlemen, you really must learn stoic patience.
But I want to know! It's a bomb. It will bomb the whole fucking court, bro. So that you can make your leave, of course. Of course, this is how it is. This is what it's gonna be. Okay. But not today. Today, but I with another in pursuit of the truth. My best friend, Kazuma Sugi, who I trust more than anyone else in the world. I understand what it was that drew me here to Britain all these months ago. I know exactly what destiny had in store for me. So I've been leading up to this one day. To this one trial, to this one final reckoning. So it begins. 3rd November, the Old Bailey courtroom. Feels even more oppressive here than it did yesterday. There are cold stares piercing me like knives from all sides today.
Ah! Mr. Naruhodo, look!
Whoa! What's he doing here? Where's Santa Claus? What? What? He just... okay. He must have known beforehand.
The ramifications of this trial now extend far beyond the murder of one Scotland Yard inspector. In fact, events have come to light that threaten to rock the very foundation of our country's legal system.
The escape of a condemned criminal on this night of his execution, the subsequent and lawful shooting of the man, and the revelation that prison staff must have been complicit in a jailbreak.
Britain is currently hosting influential members of the judiciary from countries all around the world. It is imperative that we uncover the truth in these proceedings to avoid international embarrassment. By royal decree, this will continue to be a closed trial.
Whoa.
And one over which I, Miles Strongheart, exercise total and unequivocal authority.
It's a fucking like unicorn. The 6 jurors' flames just...
As was the case in yesterday's proceedings. As was the...
How did it drop to 0? I'm sorry, like the viewer count, like I was looking at it. Literally, it's literally impossible for it to go to 0, but it's still, the dash went to 0. How? It's literally impossible. Yes, it's impossible that way because of a fucking meme, never mind. But yeah. Okay, bro, anyway.
As was the case in yesterday's proceedings, those here present in the public gallery are distinguished members of our judiciary, assembled to bear witness to a fair judicial process.
In other words,
a collection of your acolytes, Lord Strongheart.
Oh. This will be a, I feel like this is gonna be a very corrupt trial on purpose, just to fuck us in the ass, you know? But, you know, we're gonna pull through everything. You know, we're gonna pull through this shit and win despite everything. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me just do something. Yeah. Oops. No, you're hearing me. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Okay. I'm wondering if this can work, you know, like having like the... Yes, okay. Anyway, forget about all this.
On a personal note, I find this most distressing, Lord Van Zieks.
Wait, no, it's not his voice. I forgot how to do his voice. Okay.
You are a prosecutor of exceptional talent. Much like your brother, Clint, in fact.
Whoa.
In the name of Her Majesty, the Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. For the trial of Barak Van Zieks, who officially stands accused of murder. Counsels for the prosecution and defense, are you in full readiness to proceed?
The defense is ready, my lord. As is the prosecution.
Yesterday's proceedings brought to light a shocking and disturbing fact. There was a side to the victim, Inspector Tobias Gregson, that was unknown to his superiors at Scotland Yard.
Yes, he was carrying out operations in secret, which Scotland Yard knew nothing about.
And in those clandestine operations, he had an accomplice.
Mr. Daily Vigil, who would be given the inspector's identification, and present himself around the capital in order to establish credible alibis for Gregson. In that way, Gregson appeared to be carrying out his regular Scotland Yard work, when in fact he wasn't.
At the end of yesterday's session, Mr. Vigil, who had been suffering from amnesia, regained his memory. It would appear he buried his memories of the time deep inside himself as a means of self-preservation, because whilst he was engaged as chief warder at Barclay Prison, he abetted the convict's escape.
Mr. Vigil is currently recuperating at St. Sinners. He is recovered enough to give us a signed statement about his movements on the day prior to the incident. He is formally admitted to posing as Gregson whilst investigating the Red-Headed League.
Which brings us to the crucial issue of the victim's time of death. The defense yesterday proposed a suggestion that the victim may have been killed 1 day earlier. This was based largely on the discovery that the victim's pocket watch had not been wound.
The prosecution has something to report on that subject, my lord.
Really, go ahead, Prosecutor Asogi.
Met once again with the coroner yesterday to discuss the issue. He confirmed that the defense suggestion could not be ruled out. Ooh, thank you, Gory. Thank you, Gory. It's entirely possible that Inspector Gregson was killed on the 31st of October, the day before his body was discovered. I have here an updated autopsy report. He updated the autopsy report! That includes the amended details. Okay.
The official opinion on the investigation team was made clear yesterday. That the time of death was 5 p.m. on 1st November.
Wait, why are you mad, bro? Why are you mad, bro? This is the truth. We gotta establish the truth. Why are you so mad, bro? Okay, I'm getting a feeling. There are indications of an attempt to disguise the real time of death, however. It seems that the natural decaying process of the victim's body may have been slowed by keeping it chilled.
That's out of the question. There are no refrigeration devices in that part of London large enough to accommodate a human corpse.
My lord, this is more than just conjecture. There's evidence to support the idea. We must investigate it thoroughly.
Very well. The court will accept the new report as evidence. However, if this updated report is deemed to be accurate, it would give renewed significance to the movements of the victim on the day before the Preston Street incident.
It would, yes, especially since on that day, Inspector Gregson was using Mr. Vigil to cover up his real movements. It's conceivable that he was killed in the course of his secret activities.
Do I sense that the prosecution has some information regarding those activities?
Scotland Yard put an enormous effort into investigating that precise matter yesterday. Yeah. Okay. I think we should begin by presenting the results of that investigation to the prosecution. Calls its first witness now. Alright, Kazuma. Let's see you. Oh. State your name and occupation for the court. Inspector Gina Lestrade reporting. Representative or Scotland Yard? A self-conferred rank, but never mind. Gina, again? What's your problem, Aldo? What's with that Gina, again? Look, eh? Boss meant the world to me? He done more for me than anyone else ever did?
Oh, Inspector Gregson, you mean?
Got me out the back slums of the East End and took me under his wing. Told me that life can have a purpose. That's why I'm the best person to be standing here speaking for him. Oh, Gina. Right, a lot of the goodness of Gregson's heart. Not at all that he had his arm twisted by Mr. Sholmes, no. It's fine. What's relevant to these proceedings is that the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigation yesterday has revealed that the victim was carrying out some assignment the police knew nothing about.
Very troubling.
That face. The strong heart knew. So, Inspector Lestrade. Let's hear exactly what it says in that report. Coming right up, sir. The victim's movements.
All the other detectives are supposed to follow orders and investigate what they're told. The little search at the boss's office turned up a notebook that had a load of secrets meetings in it. According to that, the boss was looking into some smuggled goods dealings that day.
Again with the smuggled like ring. Like there's been so many smuggle ring fucking like plots in this Ace Attorney in general. Like there was the smuggling ring in Miles Edgeworth. There's a smuggling ring on the fucking regular. I think it was Charles. I don't know. But like there was so many times there's like slump smuggling involved. Anyway,
looks like it was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't on to it yet. What matters most is this witness what saw the rape out the place too.
Smuggled goods.
I know, do I? I'm just telling you what was written in the book.
Hey, give us tobacco, tea, spices, medicines. Goods of all sorts flow into London by illegal channels from across the globe. It's well known that they're disposed of at regular black markets that take place in the capital. But the police are rarely able to locate them in time. Inspector Gregson was investigating one of those black markets.
It's been suggesting that high-ranking government officials may be involved in black market activity. But Gregson was trying to avoid details of investigations being leaked to the involved parties. It would explain why he was parading on his own authority, without the Yard's knowledge.
And do we know where the dealings were taking place this time? Okay, are you involved? Like, are you just like doing rails of coke, Mr. Strongheart? Is that why, you know, this shit happened? Okay. And do we know where the dealings were taking place this time? A particular room of a certain exclusive London's gentlemen's club, yeah. And the day in question, the accused is known to have been there. As a conclusion of Scotland Yard's investigation into the matter. That can be. Gentlemen's club, isn't it like a strip club? Or like, no. This is just like they play golf or something. It's like one or the other, no in between. We haven't heard anything about any of this. Members of the club have testified to it. There's no questions. The accused, Baruch Van Zieks, was present.
That would be very significant testimony then.
Oh my, but Lord Van Zieks has made no mention of this at all.
In short, Lord Van Zieks had an ample opportunity to murder the victim.
Very well then, counsel for the defense, begin your cross-examination.
Thanks, bro. The victim's movements. Yeah, detectives put full orders and have seen what they're told. Okay, let me press it. I missed the trials, bro. It's been so long since I actually went to an Ace Attorney trial. Like, it feels like it's been ages ago. So you follow orders, do you, Gina?
Nah, not me. I'm above all that, see?
Oh.
Boss always had special orders for me. Grab us some fish and chips, go and give Toby's grub, that kind of thing.
So errands more than orders then. This detective is still an apprentice after all.
Yeah, well, this apprentice ain't one to sit down and wait to be told what to do, even by the boss. That's why I've been doing my own investigations into what happened. I didn't find much at first.
Good on you, Gina. Yeah, let me get that notebook actually.
Hold it!
So you went through Inspector Gregson's stings?
Yeah, part of the independent investigative investigation.
I'm sure your superiors would be delighted that you're taking an initiative.
So I snuck into his office when no one else was about. Because if anyone at the odds had seen me going in there, they'd have turfed me. Hey, turf! That's me! They turfed me straight out on the street.
This is sounding less and less like an investigation, more like something else. The prosecution understands that it was this very detective was discovered the notebook.
You got that right? Nothing gets past Inspector Lestrade and our trusty assistant Chief Inspector Toby. Found it hidden in one of his desk drawers that had a false button.
That's impressive. Yeah.
So now I went to hide myself where no one could find me, so I could have butchers at what was written in it. So if anyone's at the yard that had found me out, they'd have turfed me straight out on the streets. I've given it now though, ain't I? If it weren't for me, it would have never have been found.
Yeah, true.
According to that, the boss was looking to some smuggled goods dealings that day.
Do you have any idea where those dealings are taking place?
Yep. Was all there in the boss's notes. Let's see if I can remember.
As I already said, the illegal dealings were due to take place at the Gentleman's Club. Yes, I remember. But I was hoping to find out the name of the club, yeah. That won't be necessary.
What?
It's conceivable that the club might be used again by the smugglers in the future. Therefore, the prosecution has been asked not to reveal the name in these proceedings.
I don't know what all the fuss is about. It's right here. All I've gotta do is read it out. And I could too. I've got this reading game button up now. Can I show you what I can do? Go on, what's the harm?
The judge hasn't signaled his objection yet. Could I try to find out? What should I do? Yeah.
Insist, of course.
Who cares?
This is like a fucking England's the whole like fate is in the hands of this trial.
We can spare one gentleman's club, bro. They can do it another one in the future. This is a close court. The proceedings are confidential. There shouldn't be any possibility of the information being leaked.
As explained, there is some possibility of politicians being involved in this affair. The prosecution is rightfully exercising caution, I imagine.
No, my lord, the prosecution has no objection.
Strongheart, you're hiding something, it seems, aren't you?
Okay.
Kazuma?
There's no question that Inspector Gregson was looking into black market dealings. However, it's not yet been established that he was on that particular trail on the day in question. The defense requires to know the club's name. The prosecution has no intention of being obstructive.
Right then. I get to show off of me reading skills.
Yeah, and she was learning to read too. Kinda adorable.
Probably the smuggled goods deal was gonna happen at the Gentleman's Club called the Grouse.
The grouse. The grouse. You know, grouse is reminds me of Disco Elysium. Like that's when I first heard of that name, the name of a bird that sounds like this, like a grouse. It was the bird like you gave back to Gart, like when you broke in his like great skua, and you get like you picked up a grouse in little Lily's house, and then you brought it to him and like as a gift of like repentment, you know, like repentance. Let me open this. But I feel also maybe I've seen it before. Not sure though. No, nothing here. There's not gonna be here. The grouse. No. Is there anything called the grouse in our like report shit? Nope. Okay. Wait, Lebanon? Is it? Of Lebanon, P. Okay, right. Okay. Why does USA have this weird thing of like putting like country names, like they have a Paris? No, Paris is from France. Where do you have a Paris in America? Okay, anyway.
Hold it!
The grouse. What sort of a club is that?
I ain't got the foggiest. I ain't got no fucking idea. Clubs ain't exactly my thing. What? I'm kinda curious.
They're not places where a foreign student like you would be readily admitted. Have you looked into the mirror recently?
I tell you what, me and Chief Inspector Toby could go in undercover.
Could you though?
I could pick out a few good marks and see what else I could find out while I was in there.
I really don't think you should go picking out anything. Anyway, that's where these black market dealings were going to take place, is it?
Yeah, it's gotta be. That's what the low-ranking detectives of the yard reckon.
Says the even lower-ranking detective.
Looks like it was a big job and all, but the coppers weren't on to it yet.
Hold it!
Okay. So how had Inspector Gregson come to find out about it in that case?
That's the question, ain't it? And I'm just an apprentice, so...
Why didn't he inform Scotland Yard of his findings?
Yeah, that's what I was asking myself, because, you know, I'm just an apprentice.
It suits you, yes.
Anyway, the point is, something went on that club, no question.
Can't say that for certain though, surely.
What matters most is, this witness what saw the Reaper at the place too.
Hold it! What the fuck are you doing with dirty dealings, Mr. Zeeks? Levin Zeeks was at the club.
He was.
Detectives who visited the club yesterday to make inquiries have confirmed it. Several members reports having seen the accused being admitted to the room in question as a guest. Looks like there's no disputing that he was there then.
Well, we know that Lord Van Zeeks was investigating Inspector Gregson, don't we? Perhaps he'd already discovered Inspector's secret notebook.
Which led him to the club, you mean? Maybe... Presumably then, there are also eyewitnesses who can testify that Gregson was there. None have been identified at this time. No. Ooh, so the all-important victim wasn't seen at this mysterious club.
Oi! Why aren't you asking Inspector Lextrady, eh?
Eh? You know the way. That's all I've got to work with. She's not holding back with that ice-cold stare of hers, is she?
I really don't know what to make of all this.
The Van Zeeks told us he was investigating Inspector Gregson. But he never once mentioned that he met the Inspector the day before the incident.
I don't think Lord Van Zeeks could have been lying to us, do you?
No. Is that the only way to explain this?
Oh,
yeah, he'd just been investigating Gregson as well before. Everything Lord Van Zeeks has told us is true. Then there must be a mistake in this testimony somewhere. Yeah.
You mean there are details we've yet to uncover?
Exactly. Clue perhaps that even Gina hasn't noticed. That's what we should be looking for here. Okay.
All your detectives supposed to follow orders and investigate what they are told?
Okay. Let's search the boss's office. There no notebook, no secret meetings. Smuggled goods deal. What's gonna happen at the gentleman's club called the Grouse? No, I have a problem with this because it's just something that appeared after insisting. Gentleman's club. Is it time? Is it time to pull the ears? No, it's not. Okay. Is there anything here? Oh, we can read it again. And it's thing that looks genuine to me. And the department identification number details are all correct as well.
There's no doubt this really is Inspector's identification.
Okay, is it written that he went to the... No, okay, there isn't. Let me check this. Oops. Wait. Let's have a look inside. Is this smuggled goods? Is this like a smuggled egg thing? No. Okay. Something inside. Oh, let's see. There appears to be a passport. For the trip abroad, then the day the person was. Oh, what is it? 31st, one day before. Ah, it could have been Gregson because Gregson was in Paris, allegedly. Friends the day before. Yeah, okay, that's it. That's the inconsistency. Ice E speeds. It was gonna happen at the Gymnast Club. Okay. Haven't run on to it yet. Okay. The boot could have a lot of secret meetings. Speckled goods gonna happen. Okay. Gymnast Club called the Grouse. You see, do I have the paper here? Examine. Departure within 1 week, the 31st of October, police business pursuit. Yeah. Couldn't have been there.
Objection!
Okay, that's not how you do it. How do you explain this? That last statement. Yeah, no. Okay, I should have probably read it because like kind of new dynamic, but anyway. How do you know? Let's search at the boss's office. Secret meetings. Yeah. There's a big job and all the covers weren't onto it yet. There was, but this would sort of prepare the place too. Yeah, but yeah. What's the important thing about the grouse? Like, do I know the grouse? That's the thing that's bothering me. I'm already stuck and it's the first fucking cross-examination. How does this man do it? The time. Guess what? Really badly cracked too. Inspector clearly looked at it so carefully. What's the Sato not here? That's why I can check everything again. Odd job, man. Yeah. Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-da-bum. You put your time of death. Yeah, victim was shot in a... Measures have been taken to this case the time of death. Maybe we have to give an alibi for Van Zieks. Where was Van Zieks? How do we know where Van Zieks was? He was in prison. Yeah, he was in fucking... No, he wasn't. Stupid. Yeah, appears to have no particularly distinctive facial features. They're a good one, bro. Lime Street. I feel like there's something in here. No. There's this thing then, though. Right then, the letter behind. Can we inspect it again? Shit. Yo, we can open it again. It's still like not like it's still blue. It's not like checked out. So like it's probably like because yeah. Interesting this again. See that? There's something stricken inside the trunk here. Disconnected. A fragment of metal of some sort. It's wedged in so tightly I can't remove it. Well, don't cut yourself. You'd better leave it, I think. Okay, but we always saw that though. The blood too. Maybe it's red ink. Because, you know, we saw that on the thing of like the autopsy report of like Clint. There's something about like having a red ink on their like hand. Something that's maybe related to that, you know. The police presenting a scene when Inspector Gregson was killed. Man. Okay. I do not know what to make out of this. Like legit, I do not know. I do not know what to do. Like, it's genuinely. No, I'm gonna present this. No, okay, let me save you. Oops, no, options. Okay. You know, I've been stuck on this for so long now. Like, like, I just can't figure it out. Like, it's already so hard. Like, this is already super hard right now. Like, okay. It's like, if it's already super hard right now, I can't believe, like, how hard it's gonna be later. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay. Okay, let me present the rabbit. Fuck it. Then I'm gonna, like, emergency. Alright. The last name is...
Actually, no inconsistency there, do you? You could span the Straits of Dover with those wide eyes, Council, and be gone from this island forever, I hope.
Okay, do you want me to fill the English Channel with tears? Okay, bro. Okay, let me just... Wait, oops. Let me just... Like, okay. Yeah, I just gotta see, because right now, like, I don't know what to do at all. Like, I've checked all the pieces of evidence and I still don't know what the fuck to do. Okay, oops. Right, but I also let me just load. Ah, shit. Okay, let me just load. Yeah, okay. I think I know. Okay, I mean, I just looked it up, but like, I don't know how. Like, I looked at this piece of evidence, but like, there's nothing to me that like, indicated tobacco has ticket of a steamship. This is actually untrustworthy. It's just something extremely untrustworthy. Black bird line. Yeah, black bird line. That's not a grouse. That looks like a steamship ticket. The SS. Oh, the SS grouse. Why do you not say the SS grouse? Not you just say the grouse. Like. Okay. I don't know how I was supposed to figure that out on my own though. Like it's very niche. Unless you analyze absolutely everything, you know, like. Gentleman's club called the Grass. I would have got a gentleman's club. That's a fucking ship.
Objection.
I've heard about these clubs that exist here in Britain. As I understand it, they're places where well-to-do gentlemen socialize with friends and colleagues. Imagine for a second that a foreign student like you would be admitted. Seriously, is your mirror cracked or something? Come on, bro. Do you know for sure that the contraband dealings were definitely happening at a club called the Grouse? Police are currently looking for evidence, but I haven't found anything definitive yet. And I'm sorry to say that they probably won't. What do you mean by that? I mean, that the police inspector Gregson was secretly going to visit on the 31st of October. May not have been a gentleman's club at all.
You're showing a very irreverent attitude towards our country's police force here, Council. If it wasn't a gentleman's club, then what was it?
A steamship. Yep. You think it's a ship? I have the evidence to prove it. Here!
Let me see that. This dark-suited young man is not in the least bit untrustworthy.
The other side, my lord.
Be more specific next time.
Why is he so mad, though? Like, he wasn't mad before. He was even very patient, but this time he's like, you know.
This will appear to be a ticket for passage upon a steamship, yes. The SS Grouse.
Objection.
So there's a steamship named the Grouse. Happens to share a name with the club. But I'm afraid to say, there's a flaw in your logic here. How? I got a ticket. Notice the date of arrival in port.
The ship arrived at the port of Dover on 1st November. Ah!
The day on which we found the sound like a gunshot was heard on Fresno Street. In other words, on the day in question here, 31st October, where the victim was on his clandestine mission. That ship hadn't yet docked on British shores.
That would certainly make an undercover investigation somewhat challenging.
The fact that the steamship hadn't yet reached Britain. Wait, okay, let me wait for the internet to come back. Well, do you mind? Okay. Is it back? Okay, it's back. The fact that the steamship hadn't reached Britain substantiates the defense's assertion that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on the day in question. And show your evidence for that assertion. Very well. Yeah.
In that case, counsel for the defense, present your evidence to the court now. Evidence that substantiates you claim that the victim was investigating the SS Grouse on 31st of October.
Yeah, he was on a trip there. Here, look at the passport.
Take that!
Yeah.
What's this? A passport for travel issued to the victim? Dated 31st October. What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting that just one day before the inspector's body was discovered. There's a distinct possibility. He wasn't even in the country. Hey, hell yeah.
Oza! This document is for passage to France. It does appear to have been officially authorized.
The day before the SS Grouse arrived at Dover. Docked on the northern coast of France for a night. According to my father, who was on board at the port of Dunkirk.
Dunkirk, France. What could possibly have taken the victim there?
You know, literally you've been assigned, you assign him to this mission. Why are you acting like a... Like, bro. I'm impressed, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I said I didn't expect you to get your hands on that passport. What? You mean, you knew about this? The prosecution strategy for this trial has been laid down by the Crown Prosecution Office. On the day before the incident, the victim was investigating contraband dealings at a London club. That's the outcome of Scotland Yard's investigation and the line that the prosecution has been asked to follow. But personally, I don't agree. I think the prosecutor's office is trying to hide something. Yeah, and that's why the strong heart on the fucking on the judge's seat. What? And as you've expertly disproven their assertion, I tend to reveal what I believe that something to be.
What are you playing at, Professor Asogi?
A courtroom is a forum for the truth, my lord. Which is why it's my duty to present all the facts without exception.
Let me guess, this was your intention from the outset, wasn't it?
The reason Inspector Gregson secretly made his way to the steamship dock in France on the day in question was he carried out a mission for the Reaper! The Reaper?
Whoa. Oza! What on earth are you saying, counsel?
The prosecution made an assertion in court yesterday. Inspector Gregson was investigating the identity of the Reaper. When he discovered the location of the man's secret hideout, he was killed. As I'm sure everyone can imagine, by the Reaper's hand. But in reality, the truth is opposite of that. What? Is the internet back again? Yeah, bro, it's frozen for like eons now. Okay, hold on, be right back. Forgot to do a detail. Do you fucking mind, bro. Like, you've been disconnected for like 2 years now. Like, fucking hell, bro. There we go. We're back. Allegedly. What? Inspector Gregson was investigating the Reaper at all. Okay. Was in fact acting for the Reaper. So, you're saying the mission he was undertaking was, obviously, an assassination. Eric Van Zieks never carried out any of the actual killings. Whenever the Reaper's victims lost their lives, he always had a Kassaran alibi. Which tells us that he must have had an accomplice.
And you claim that
Was Inspector Gregson.
What the hell do you think you're saying? Eh?
Yeah. Again, he's... Bro, I'm sorry for like if you're watching on YouTube, but like this is genuinely infuriating.
Like, bro, just fucking do the internet already. Why are you so laggy? Fuck, man. Stop dropping, just be constant. Anyway, my boss would never outdone nothing like that.
And yet, when you consider all the facts, it all makes perfect sense.
No, it can't be.
Also, I arrived at the same conclusion, didn't we? That Inspector Gregson was operating as the Reaper. Even so, there's no way that the person giving him his orders was Lord Van Zieks. No, the true Reaper is Mr. Strongheart. Berg Van Zieks is not the Reaper. Predictable response for someone who's advocating for the man. Yeah. And even if it's true that Gregson was operating as the agent of the Reaper, which I don't personally believe though, that would be kinda like, I don't know.
Gregson is a chill guy.
He's a nice guy. Why would he be doing that shit, you know? Except if he also believed that, you know, vigilante justice, but that's another thing. Even if it's true that Gregson was operating as an agent of the Reaper, suggestion that he went aboard the SS Grouse on an assassination mission doesn't follow at all.
Oh, you have some solid reason for doubting that assertion, do you, Counsel?
Absolutely. It's very simple. On the day in question, nobody was killed aboard that steamship. Mr. Mikotoba and Judge Jiguku were on that very ship. If someone had been assassinated, I'm certain we would have heard about it. Or maybe not. What's so funny? You're right, of course. No suspicious deaths reported on the board of the ship. But I think perhaps you've missed the point. That's precisely why Inspector Gregson himself lost his life. What? Gregson did board the SS Grouse at night with the intention of dispatching his mark. But his mission ended in failure. Failure? It seems that the defense hasn't yet grasped a very important detail here. What are you talking about? Inspector Gina Lestrade.
Hey, what?
The victim's notebook that you read an excerpt from earlier, that doesn't contain details of secret investigations at all. It shows 10 years of assassination plots to be carried out by the Reaper of the Bailey.
You're lying? Even if all them bludgers got taken out, even if all of them bludgers what got taken, oh my god, what taken out at coming? The boss wanted the Reaper.
Poor Gina. There's no question that Tobias Correction was heavily involved in Reaper's activities. You may just be an apprentice, but if you spent any time at Scotland Yard, you must have heard the rumors.
I ain't heard nothing, and I don't believe a word of it.
Then testify again as representative of Scotland Yard. Consider it. Your chance to defend your boss.
I don't...
I concur. The witness will give a new formal testimony.
I hope we can clear Gregson's name, to be honest. Mr. Strade, you will tell the court everything you know about the inspector's secret notebook. Right? The Reaper's notebook.
Yeah, this notebook does have a lot of stuff about what the Reaper got up.
Can you have the notebook, by the way? Like, why is this still not in a court record?
Yeah, this notebook does have a lot of stuff about the Reaper. What the Reaper got up to this past 10 years. They have victims, dates, and places and stuff. And the last entry in there was 31st of October. It said grouse for the place on that date, and then the name of the mark. It was a note about I'm being a criminal, what got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago or somewhat. What? But honest, the boss didn't do none of it. He was just investigating the Reaper. That's all.
Poor girl, man.
Keep Priscilla's opinion out of your testimony, witness. We require only established facts there.
Fuck you.
This must be so hard for her.
You can deny it now, surely, Ryonosuke Naruhodo. What can't I deny? The notebook contained the name of the final mark and the location where the assassination would take place. That's information that the victim could only have known if he was working with the Reaper. Ah!
So, who has to be this final mark?
Go ahead, Inspector Lestrade. Read the name for the court. Is it gonna be Inspector Van... Is it gonna be Van Zieks? The name that's written alongside the entry that mentions the grouse on 31st of October.
Hey? Oh, how'd you read this then?
Reading still not her strong suit.
Ain't the problem, alright, Aldo? It's a funny name, it ain't English, it's hard to read.
It's someone from overseas.
Let me have a bash at it.
Seishiro Jigoku!
Yeah, Seishiro. You, maybe?
What? It can be. Seishiro Jigoku.
But that's Judge Jigoku.
Seishiro Jigoku. Certainly not an English name, you're right.
That can't be right. I knew Judge Jigoku and I saw him the day before yesterday here in London. So I know for a fact that the man hasn't been assassinated.
As I said, the Reaper failed. Oh. Nixon missed his chance to kill his mark and return to British shores. But the Reaper wouldn't tolerate the mistake. He killed Inspector. Personally. This is like... so petty. No, you wouldn't do that. Even like as a top dog criminal, you wouldn't do that. Like, because he's a good asset. He's been doing his job well for like 10 years. What are you yapping about? You know what I'm saying? Like, if one mistake is fine. It's not like... You know, he's your best element. You're not gonna throw him in the trash for one mistake. That's like silly. The Reaper, of course, being the accused. Baruch Van Zieks.
It's an undeniable logical argument.
No, it's not. No, the fuck it's not. Kazuma, you planned for the trial to go this way all along, didn't you?
That's Van Zieks.
Yeah! Oh, there we go.
Pray for him to discard as you are filling my hollow chalice, whilst I stand accused of murder.
Lord Van Zieks. The accused has no right to speak uninvited in court. You will return to the dock.
I say nothing of whether or not I'm the Reaper. That's the task of this court to decide. But there is one thing I can say unequivocally. That girl is no detective.
What? What? No, that's right, I ain't. I'm an inspector.
Repeating rumors heard around the yard. Reading entries from a notebook of unconfirmed origin. That's not testimony. It's practically a script. No doubt the rest of this trial will go exactly as you've clearly planned.
Ooh, it's fake evidence. It was planted, and they're using. Of course, they're using. Why are they using her instead of a good inspector, like one with experience? Obviously, that's obviously, yeah. They're manipulating Lestrade into doing this shit, like without her knowing, like making her think like she's. Oh yeah, she. Right, fucking. Thank you, Zeke. So, like, even I wasn't like. It wasn't even clicking for me. Zeke, you're smarter than everyone here. You fucked their plan up. Thank you, Zeke.
Your hatred of me is understandable. In your mind, I'm sure I am the Reaper who sent your father to the gallows all those years ago. But you're in danger of becoming a far more sinister Reaper yourself by attempting to have me condemned with this feeble excuse for testimony.
Yeah. What did you say? Mr. Naruhodo, this is our chance. Yes! My lord, the defense requires that the defendant be allowed to speak. He may be privy to important information relating to the testimony he just given by the witness.
Okay, bro. Very well. I'll make an exception and grant the request. The defendant may remain as the witness then for the cross-examination. Then allow me to toast the court's impartiality. Don't raise your glass in my direction, sir. The counsel for the defense, begin the cross-examination immediately.
At once, my lord.
Okay.
This notebook does have a load of stuff about what the Reapers got up to these past 10 years.
In other words, it shows that Gregson was basically acting as the Reaper.
Not you and all. That ain't the only explanation, is it? Could have been investigating the Reaper in secret. That notebook said what they found out.
If I may. When originally people began referring to me as the Reaper, I didn't object. I believe the power to intimidate London's criminal classes into compliance with the law to be beneficial.
But you carried out your own investigation into the true identity of the Reaper, didn't you?
Yes. All those investigations proved conclusively that Gregson was one arm of the Reaper.
One arm? What are you on about?
The Reaper's victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of their game. There's simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization,
with you at its head. Come on, bro. Shut up.
Yeah, sure.
I had spies at the yard keeping me abreast of Gregson's movements, letting me know when he was elsewhere.
So I'd been able to check the most recent entry in his book. I knew the location.
You knew it said grouse.
Believing it to be a reference to the Gentleman's Club, I went there on the day in question to investigate, alone.
Ooh, okay.
So that explains why several members of the club claim to have seen you there.
But of course, the inspector was not there.
Because at the time, he was making his way to the steamship docked at the northern coast of France. Shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Very well then, back to your testimony about the content of this notebook.
Fine.
Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? You seemed a little shocked by something a moment ago. Oh, no, it's alright. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Are you, though? Like, there's something here. One arm. I think the second arm is Strong Heart. Strong Heart and Tobias Gregson. Strong Heart Gregson. Strong Son. You know?
Okay. Names of victims, dates and places and stuff.
Hold it!
Names of victims, dates, places and stuff. What in particular?
Well, besides the victims' names, this other name kept cropping up.
What other name was that?
It's the one I told you yesterday. The same name written over and over again.
Oh, Jigoku! Oh no, wait. Asashin.
Yeah, that's the one. She's a friend of yours somewhat, isn't she?
No. Were you even listening yesterday?
Asashin. That's a sin.
Yeah, Asashin. Oh my god, that's the fucking... Oh, that's the pun. Oh, it's so obvious now that he's... Assassin. Okay, bro, come. Ace Attorney, bro.
What? Like a killer, you mean?
Yeah, so that's... No, the second arm was her. Giselle Brett was the second arm of the Reaper.
Gregson was the tactician, the one who came up with the plan of attack. He investigated the marks thoroughly, finding out when they would be invulnerable and what to use to get at them. The person actually executing his plans was someone else, you say. If that's true, then the Reaper does indeed start to sound like an organized group of vigilantes.
Then perhaps what it said on the passport document. Permission for the applicant and one additional person to travel. Could that additional person have been...
Clearly the assassin, who was meant to take Seishiro Jigoku's life.
Gina, can you confirm that? Against the final entry that listed Grouse and Seishiro Jigoku. What name was written?
Oh, well, that's the only entry that didn't have a name next to it, as that happens.
No, it was supposed to be Gina that comes with him because she was the one that is supposed to go to France with Gregson. Don't you remember? He told that to us. Maybe he was lying, but I don't know. I just had like a question mark somewhat there, I think.
In other words, Gregson himself didn't know the identity of the assassin in that case.
But Gregson was the one making the plans, was he not? Oh, how infuriating. A nameless assassin. Maybe the assassin was Jigoku. You know? Thinking something, because he put like little red herrings around Jigoku, like a little subtle just foreshadowings about Jigoku. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Said grouse for the place on that date. And then the name of the mark.
Oops. Wrong one. Yeah, press.
What do you mean?
You're saying that the mark listed was Seishiro Jigoku?
That's what I said. What I said. Funny name, if you ask me. And I thought your name was odd.
So pleased to have lost my crown there. Mr. Jigoku is the presiding judge of Japan's Supreme Court of Judicature.
Remember the man? He came to our country as a visiting student 16 years ago.
Studying international law and diplomacy under your tutelage, Lord Strongheart. That bearding young fellow was a very able man, I must say. So Strongheart was just Jigoku's mentor.
If I'm not mistaken, he returned to Japan 10 years ago now.
10 years ago, after that fateful case.
Precisely. In the aftermath of the Professor case, his repatriation was organized immediately. It's a mystery why such a man would be listed in the inspector's notebook.
I didn't think it was possible, but the mood in here has got even worse now. Maybe I'll just keep talking.
Okay.
What's the note about I'm being a criminal what got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago or something?
Hold it! What do you mean a criminal? Judge Jigoku is no criminal.
Oh, don't ask me. I don't know nothing about it.
Oh, do you remember what father told us? That Judge Jigoku did once appear in court here in Britain. Was related to the Professor case, I'm sure. Yes, of course. You're right. Yeah, I do remember.
It was a pitiful situation, yes.
I'd forgotten all about it. But I prosecuted that trial too, as it happens.
You did?
It was considered to be an adjunct to the Professor proceedings, you see. Wait, oops. But he was acquitted after being told to make a reparation for the damage caused to the stand. And there you have it. Have what? Surely the accused hasn't forgotten his own rule. That there's no saving anyone who faces the Reaper in court, guilty or innocent alike.
What? No! What are you yapping about? Why are you suggesting that the reason Judge Jigoku was targeted for assassination?
He was sent back to Japan immediately after the trial. The Reaper had no time to do his work. But then, 10 years later, the mark returns to... Okay, bro. Because now you start to see just how vindictive this Reaper is.
Come on, that's absurd. To take someone's life for that.
Isn't the whole premise of the Reaper absurd, killing those who have been found innocent? Clearly the rules by which the man operates are beyond the sane person's comprehension. But...
Alright, I've just about had enough
Okay, she's mad. She's fucking pissed.
Alright, I've had just about enough of this.
Gina?
All this nonsense about the boss planning to kill people? It's cobblers? Come on, Aldo!
Yeah? Yes?
Why you ain't saying nothing? Why ain't you yelling out? Objection or something? What? You gotta find a flaw. You do usually. Someone's lying here, no question. You've gotta work out who it is. Please, for the boss.
Yeah.
That outburst was an insult to the court and to your own testimony. I might have known that a common pickpocket from the back slums couldn't make a detective.
Bitch! Shut up! Don't speak bad about her, bro!
When the trial is over, you will forfeit your warrant card, Mr. Straight. Is that clear?
I've had it with a lot of you. It's nice every bleeding place you look and it's right in it. Well, I've had enough.
So sad. I mean, Gina. So have I. After that little speech of Gina's, I've made up my mind. To do what, Mr. Naruto? There was one point in this cross-examination when something that was said just didn't sit right with me. One statement that seemed odd. Oh, so you... Do you mean... Yeah, I'm not going to let Gina's plea for help fall on deaf ears. Yeah. Help, you gotta find a flaw somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, that was here. Let me just check it again. Getting to the meat of it, to the meat. In other words, it shows the direction I was collecting the Z Reaper. Yeah. No, yeah, okay. No, whoops. Okay. Okay, we're getting to the meat of it. Okay. Could have been investigating in secret and the notebook said we were found out. Okay, if I may. Unoriginal people began to referring as me as the Reaper. I didn't object. I believe the power to intimidate London's criminal class. Okay. She carried out the investigation into the true identity of the Reaper. Because he said something that was weird about this part. Yes, and those investigating proved... oh my god. Yes, the internet falls again. The internet goes down again. The moment this shit gets good. I love this. Okay, let me wait. Like 70 viewers like just jumped in and then like I literally like boom. Is the internet back? Okay, the internet is back. I'm sorry for the crash yet again. Sorry, shit connection, internet issues. Anyway, it's gonna be fixed eventually. Don't worry. Okay. Yes, and those investigations proved conclusively that aggression was the one arm of the Reaper. Yeah.
One arm? What are you on about?
The Reaper's victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of the game. There's simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization.
Yeah, what you had it said. Yeah, okay, fuck off. Been able to check the most recent entry in this book. I knew the location. You knew it said grouse. Believing it to be a reference to the Gentleman's Club, I went there on the day in question to investigate alone. What's special about this? Well, of course, the inspector was not there. He was making his way to the steamship, Doctor. But the steamship. But the steamship is the grouse. What are you? Hold on. Go to this notebook. Fine. Something wrong. Yeah, you seemed a little shocked by something a moment ago. Oh, no, it's alright. I'm over. Okay, what is it? What? Let me think about this hardly. Let me think about this very hard. Because it was there, wasn't he? Like, he was in a ship called the Grouse, and I'm understanding that Zeeks went to a club in London called the Grouse. So is there something here? Okay, no, but I checked everything. This is a metal piece, like. And a week from the 31st of compared to the police business. I'm so confused. What's the time of death? Midnight. Nicklin Van Zeeks. Death, single stab wound to the heart. Other special external wounds indicative of a duel. Scarlet ink stains visible on the little ring finger of the right hand. No good documented corresponding ink was found. With a recovery from the victim's stomach during a credit. Okay. What am I looking for? The name of the mark. I'm being a criminal. About him being a criminal. Wood got away from the Reaper in court 10 years ago, so I'm not. Okay, help me.
Hold it!
I want to thank you, Gina. You helped me find my resolve. What do you mean? Amongst everything we've heard during this examination, there's one thing. It defies explanation, one inconsistency.
What? An inconsistency?
And the frames dropped again. Okay. Okay, it's back. Allegedly. Okay, it's not. It died again. Okay. This is like important. This is like an important part of the story. Like having it like go dog water, like be unfollowable, like during the fucking like stream, like it's just like a terrible experience for everyone, including everyone and me as well. You know, like yes, I love my fucking service. Anyway, is it back? Okay, it's back.
What? An inconsistency?
Yeah.
Really, Otto?
Don't quite know what it means yet, but yes. Okay, so that was what I was supposed to do. They mentioned the exercises. Okay. Sandwich, penis. Okay. I think it was maybe Zeke's.
Take that!
Of course. By you, Lord Vance. Yes, sir! Me? What? Your face has turned ashen. Ashen. Yeah, because it cannot go pale. He's already pale as fuck, so it goes ashen now. Okay. How could he know? Is that what you're thinking? If my face has turned ashen, it's because I'm thinking. How could he? Okay. I don't know where you're going with this, but maybe the evidence you're obviously about to show the court would clarify. Okay, in that
Case, the defense will present evidence to substantiate its claim. To which piece of evidence does this alleged inconsistency relate to?
I forgot what he said, but maybe the passport. Let me save. I don't. It doesn't matter. Okay, the passport.
Take that!
I would not have to present this evidence, but you leave me no choice. Okay, no. This is wrong. I'm incorrect. Oh shit. What do you say to this, Lord Van Zeeks? Okay, I'm fucked. Feelings were correct. Presenting the evidence was a mistake. I suggest we withdraw it. Fuck. Yeah. Ouch. Doesn't hold that against you. Ugh. Fingers crossed. Okay.
I think this line of argument has run its course.
Okay. Okay. Because he said the one arm of the... It was one arm of the Reaper, and like it was assassin, you know. But it was indeed like what he said. That was like interesting. But what could it contradict with, though? That's the problem. What did it contradict with? At the end of the day, what did it contradict with? Dixon's trunk. Suki papers, Inspector Grayson police identification. Notice board, crime scene photo, autopsy report. I don't know what to make out of this. I mean, let me check what he said again. Just to check. I don't want to cheat it, but if I have to, I will.
Hold it!
In other words, it shows that Gregson basically acting as a Reaper. Okay. Reaper, I didn't object. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to wait for the red text. Conclusively, that Gregson was one arm of the Reaper. I remember that. His victims were all extremely shrewd criminals at the top of their game. Simply no way one person could have taken them on alone. The Reaper is an organization. Yeah. What do I just said? Had spies at the yard keeping me abreast of Gregson's movements. Taking me when he was elsewhere. But if he told you that he was... he'd let you know that he was elsewhere, Why did you not know that? Like, how did you not know that he was on the ship? Doesn't add up. Okay. Is elsewhere. Said we double check the most recent entry in this book. And this book, I knew the location. I knew it said grouse. Believing it to be a reference to the gentleman's club, I went there on the day in question to investigate alone. Of course, the inspector was not there. It's the time he was making his way back to the steamship docked on the northern coast of France. Passport found in the victim's metal trunk. Maybe it's the trunk that I have to present, because I feel like this is like an important part of this thing, you know? Yeah, I think that's it.
Hold it!
I think it's probably gonna be the case, because it got damaged, you know what I'm saying? And also let me save. Because it's a pain in the ass to just go through all of that just to, you know. So let me... Kind of annoying that the phone keeps like, you know. Yeah, so it was the Van Ziegs that said something.
Take that!
What's this piece of metal that's missing, like on the thing? Is it like missing from his sword or something? You know? Is it like the deal here? Okay, I'm gonna save here actually. Shit. Wait, hold on. What's he doing? Okay. My bad. Okay. Yeah, so, the question's trunk.
Take that!
It's not this. Okay, well, fuck off. I just don't know! I just don't know!
Take that!
No, it's not this. Man, I just don't know. What is he contradicting? Like, this, it's kind of too complicated right now. I'm too dumb for this. I'm too stupid. His arrival in London for the symposium. Could the fucking internet be consistent, please? Like, it's just like, it was not cutting that much yesterday. What happened? What's different now? Like, come on, dude. It's like insufferable. Is it this? Because like there's them on the pic.
Take that!
No, it's not. Obviously, it's not. Then what am I saying, bro? How did you not know about wait, how did he not know about the whole subterfuge of like, if he had like spies, how did he not know that he was like switching identities with like this one guy? You know, maybe?
Take that!
No, it's not that. Never mind. Never mind. Did I present this already? Because it was you always like rewinding with, you know, every day and shit. I'm not sure if I did.
Take that!
No, yeah, I did. Okay, probably. Ah. What contradicts? Ah. Autopsy report? No, there is a bloody handprint on the side.
Take that!
No, it's not this. Maybe I need to dig like more into my evidence. Maybe there's gonna be something that shines out after I dig inside my fucking documents. You know what I'm saying? Just go to prison. Mm-hmm. Photographic. No, it's not this. Revolver. Is it the revolver? I do not. There's nothing to the revolver. It's just this weapon of the crime weapon. Policeman figurine. Yeah, this just makes the key. This red wig. Also, like, there's nothing about it, especially, yeah, the candelabra, no. Gregson's photograph, no. Autopsy report, no, because did I just present it or did I not present it? Okay, time of death indeterminate. No, nothing here. Okay, let me just present the autopsy report. Maybe that's gonna help.
Take that!
No, it's not. Fuck. I do not know. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to cheese again. Like, not cheat, cheese. Because I don't like looking up at guys. Like if it's stalling too much. Like I don't know. I'm sorry for being stupid. What? But so I was doing the wrong thing this whole time? Wasn't actually him? What?
Take that!
It wasn't. I thought because they gave like extra dialogue. Oh, these sly bastards. It was Kazuma that lied. What? Okay, cool. Yeah, I know. Okay, I see.
Hold it!
Yeah. Because I knew it was about the trunk. But I thought it was something about what he said. But yeah, Kazuma Asugi was the one who mentioned it. Okay, yeah, I was aiming at the wrong guy. But I had the correct... The first thing I ever was thinking about was... Let me close the thing. Was the correct thing, but I just, you know... Yeah, okay, it is Kazuma Asugi.
Take that!
Are you Kazuma Asugi? Oh. The music stopped too. Me.
Is this some attempt at filibustering, counsel? Prosecutor Asugi is giving no testimony.
What are you suggesting I said I was inconsistent? You let something slip that you shouldn't have. And I present the relevant piece of evidence. I imagine you'll realize what you've done.
Very well then, counsel, go ahead. What evidence reveals this alleged inconsistency in something Prosecutor Asugi has said?
Yeah, it is this.
Take that!
This is a trunk that belonged to Inspector Gregson.
A metal construction, is it? It's certainly very heavy. What's this? A bloodstain? And a relatively fresh one, too.
Yeah.
What? You mean that they ain't greased from all the boss's fish and chips?
Fresh blood on Inspector's trunk. That suggests that the victim was traveling with that luggage when he was killed.
That can be. There was no mention of any trunk in Scotland Yard's report.
Yes, there's a reason for that. Immediately after the inspector's body was discovered, one of the street peddlers made off with the trunk, hoping to sell it.
But I found it? Me? We weave me nose for trouble?
Which means that nobody should have known anything about the trunk. Unless, of course, thinking about somebody who was present when the victim was killed. Then yes, in the cross-examination of the witness just now, you said this, Kazuma. Because at the time he was making his way to the steamship docked on the northeast coast of France, as shown by the passport found in the victim's metal trunk. What? So the question is, how did you know about the inspector's trunk? Didn't I present it before though? That's gonna... Am I being stupid? Like, I swear we talked about it, we presented it before. Like we had a paper and stuff, you know? Without the man went on a trip to France. Where else would he have put his passport?
Objection!
But you knew it was a metal trunk! Answer me honestly, Kazuma. On 31st of October, where exactly were you? Accusing the prosecutor again and our best friend at the same time. How delightful. At the port of Dunkirk, on board the SS Grouse. Is it the answer you're looking for, Ryonosuke?
Kazuma, what did you...
Did he wait, did he really... I didn't consider the possibility before, but if Kazuma was there on the ship, then it could only have been on for one purpose.
Oh no, Mr. Naruhodo. Surely you don't think...
Come on, Ryosuke, you know the rules. The only thing that really talks in the courtroom is hard evidence. As I understand it, Inspector Gregson always took that case with him whenever he traveled. So as it stands, you've proved nothing. Kazuma, are you challenging me to prove it, beyond all reasonable doubt? But you were there that day, the same place as the inspector.
He was there with Gregson.
There's a clue that you've overlooked. A secret that trunk can tell us. I can't be sure that at this point, but I need to verify it. But I have a nasty feeling that I'm going to be right. Yeah, it's the sword. It's a bit of a sword.
The accusation is being made is deeply disturbing, but nevertheless we must test it. The evidence will identify for the court where in the trunk this alleged clue is to be found.
Sorry. Open. Yeah, it's a little thing. The little this. Yeah.
Got it!
Got it! The small piece of metal lodged in the wall of the trunk here. Like the tip of a blade. Yeah, I knew it was a sword, bro.
Hey, a blade?
Kazuma, slung around your waist as ever today, is the steam blade Karuma. Of course it is. Won't you draw it, here in this courtroom, for all to see?
Exercise caution, my learned friend. That man is the son of London's most notorious killer. Bailiff, watch Prosecutor Asugi like a hawk.
That won't be necessary. Oh, wait. It is! It is! Oh no! The tip is broken. Oh, this is fucking sick! Okay. If the fragment of metal from the trunk fits together with the end of the sword, the question of who was there with Inspector Gregson will be answered. Agreed, Kazumasugi? Wait, that's kinda sick. Wait, he's like the... Okay, he's the Reaper. Wait, no way. Expertly done, Ryunosuke. No, I don't think that... No way. There's no way. No, there's no way. Wait, hold on. Expertly done, Ryunosuke. That's a point to you, and well deserved.
You mean to tell the court that Prosecutor Asoge?
Yes, on 31st of October, I accompanied Inspector Gregson to Dunkirk in order to carry out a mission. So the additional person I authorized to travel was me. Okay.
And the mission was the assassination of the
Mark. What? What? Look, we just fucking straight up admitted it. What? You mean what? You mean you're the killer whose name was omitted from this notebook? You were following the Reaper's orders to dispatch Judge Jikoku. Wait. Let me make one thing perfectly clear. I have killed no one. Okay. Explain. Except that assassination mission, yes, and I accompanied Gregson to Dunkirk, but I never had any intention of carrying out the plan. You were never going to do it. We can believe Kazuma-sama, I'm sure. After all, Judge Jikoku arrived safely in London the following day. On the 31st, I boarded a train from London with Inspector Gregson. We travelled to Dover, from there we crossed the channel to Dunkirk. Then we boarded the SS Grouse and made for the cabin deck, as indicated in the plan. You went to Judge Jigoku's cabin? Exactly. He wasn't there though. He decided to wait, but you've already told us you had no intention of going through with it anyway. You didn't come to Great Britain to take anyone's life. So I left Gregson and disembarked the ship. I spent that night at the boarding house in the town and returned to England the following morning. A boarding house in Dunkirk. The signature will be in the register book. It would be simple enough to verify.
Then, what became of Jigoku?
Gregson was no assassin, so the mark was spared. I'm sure it's easy enough to imagine what happened after that. And he returned to England as well, having failed to complete his mission. He met with the Reaper in that room on Fresno Street to report the failure. I'm waiting for the connection to come back, but I'm also thinking about this. Like, this is a very crucial moment, and the internet's still fucking up. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry for the vibe dying, you know. Okay. Causing the infuriated Mastermind to pull the trigger. And then he's wretched against life. No, that's bullshit. Again, that's not something he would do. Like, even if he is the Reaper, and whoever is the Reaper is smart, they wouldn't do that. That wouldn't be the reason for doing that. Right? You know, like, that's very petty and very not intelligent. That's your best man, that's your top guy, and you're just ending him. Are you dumb? Like, one mistake, and it wasn't even his job. If someone gets killed, it's supposed to be you, Kazuma. There's a real truth behind Inspector Greggson's matter. Yeah.
But if you did nothing as you claim, how did the tip of your sword come to be lodged in the Inspector's trunk?
Yeah. Yeah. Don't need to answer that. Yeah, whoa, hey, what do you mean? The victim was killed by a gunshot. A small fragment of a Japanese blade isn't relevant to the case. What do you mean it's not relevant? It's especially extremely important, buddy. My right to silence, yeah, no right to silence in here, bro.
Be that as it may, the court will sequester the sword as evidence. Sequester, I don't know.
As you wish, my lord. The great sword Karuma has been entered into the court record. Okay. We must take immediate action now to verify whether Shichiro Jigoku remains unharmed. What? Remains unharmed? I agree. This should be our first priority. Yeah, and he was missing today too. Bro, I'm sorry. I'm getting tired of this fucking internet. Fucking stop cutting out already. It's fucking genuinely pissing me off. Just stop, man. Like, just stay stable for like 4 fucking seconds, dude. Jesus. Sorry, but it's getting me fucking riled up, man. Okay. So you come to my attention that hasn't been seen since yesterday. Yeah. How did you? When a foreign dignitary invited to Great Britain goes missing for 24 hours, it's only natural that the question of his safety should arise. You don't mean to say that you think Jigoku may have been killed? The Reaper has more than one assassin at his disposal, and he has the power to influence to give orders from the inside of a prison cell. Isn't that right, Lord Van Zeeks? Okay, bro.
If I were truly the Reaper,
I'd be able to tell you. Okay. Interesting.
Order in court.
Okay.
We will take an emergency recess for 30 minutes.
Now,
Guests of the symposium have been told to maintain regular contact with the organizer's office. If the men can be located within half an hour, we will have to assume the worst.
oh no, not Jigoku. Okay. No one would want to kill a harmless Japanese man who had only just arrived in the country. Except that is. For Reaper, wanting to finish off a mark that slipped through the net 10 years ago.
Would have to agree. Mr. Naruhodo, for the defense's sake.
My lord?
I sincerely hope you are successful. If we are unable to confirm Mr. Jigoku's healthy assistance in the next 30 minutes, you will face grave difficulties.
Ah!
Court is adjourned for 30 minutes.
Kazuma-sama, the Reaper's assassin. I feel as though I'm in a nightmare. I can hardly believe it either, but on the other hand, Kazuma is in the habit of making up stories. I have a terrible sense of foreboding. Something awful has happened to Judge Jigoku. Then I feel as though things will only spiral further and further out of control. Well, from the moment of the stand of the courthouse this morning, that strange sensation that we're carrying towards a foregone conclusion. Well, in the worst case, we might only have 30 minutes left. Right. Fortunately, though, I don't think there's anything we can do but wait now. We're out of options. Actually, there may be one last hand we can play. Or rather, one last ear. Of course! Yeah, okay, the little ear. The little Mr. Shones doll that Aris gave us. Yeah, that's gonna do the trick, bro. Yeah, I know. I saw this like two seconds ago. Perhaps now is the time. What should I do? Are we really not in that much? Also, the fucking bro, I think I'm gonna end it today because also we did like, you know, it's the time I'm supposed to end it, generally speaking. But like, this is like so good. Like, this is genuinely like so fucking good. But it's just like killing my fucking mood, bro. Like, honestly, like, this is like so important, bro. And it like completely disconnects for like fucking full like 3 minutes, like. Just so mad at this shit, man. Okay, it's back to the back and running. All right. Okay, let me just save. I feel like if they give us the option, this is the time to do it, right? Or maybe not. Like, maybe it's like we still have a luck, you know, on our side. Maybe we can do something about this, but I don't know. Yeah, okay, pull it. Fuck it. Here goes then. I'm going to do it. Good luck, Mr. Naruhodo. No looking back. Heave! Ow! Wait, that scream. It's not like Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes, where are you? Here, my dear fellow, here. How is it going? It's going... Okay, let me just tell you in chat. It's going awful. Internet issues and streaming from an unstable phone hotspot. during the peak of the game. I'm actually fuming. And I think I'll end it for today in the hopes that when we're back, the internet will be back properly. Okay. And yeah. Yeah. Okay, oh, so it's a fucking microphone. Is the felt doll talking? Well, your ears again, sir, as hard as you can. Alright then, I'll put all my... Hey! Ow! Oh, okay. Please, my dear fellows, you don't need to pull my ears off. Shrooms, where are you? Myself and my trusty partner are presently in the first class cabin area of the SS Grouse. Ooh, the SS Grouse! She left over last night after the final piece of cargo were loaded. Okay, we're currently docked at Dunkirk, but due to be underway again in half an hour. We've taken a ship to France. Please, even with my athletic prowess, I would struggle to jump the Straits of Dover after we left Baker Street that night. Yeah. Yeah, and we left Baker Street that night. We hurried by cab to the station by train to the port. Right? In order to board this vessel in time. So you mean you've hardly worked it out? That the steamship was where everything really took place? Listen there, hello. Pray, what is my name? Sherlock Holmes. World famous great detective. Recited to perfection. Well done. Hey. You're a genius, Mr. Holmes. That's the only word for it. Mrs. Sato. Gently, with this genius's ear, please. Oh my, I'm ever so sorry. Okay. If I may, Sholmes. Ah, there you are, Mikotoba. You may remember that it was in fact I who made the connection to the SS Grouse. At Scotland Yard yesterday, when we examined that notebook and I recalled my steamship ticket. Of course it was, my dear fellow. And not once did I control that fact. I merely had our court bond companions utter my name. Okay, yes, you did, didn't you? We just entered a recess. The trial resumes in 30 minutes from now. And if we're unable to present any new leads, then I'm afraid to say... Do not fret, please. It's for precisely that purpose that my partner and I have made this journey. I have no doubt that we shall have welcome news for you within the half hour. Thank you, Mr. Sholmes. That would be wonderful. Right, Mikotoba was like investigating with him. I forgot. Yeah, okay. Until later then. Yes, you'll be hearing from us if you're not in touch first. Poor guy, I shan't be hearing anything if you keep tugging my ear in that mindless fashion. Whatever was the idea behind that mechanic receiver operated in that way in the first place, Sholmes? Why the deuce would I know? It's Iris's invention, not mine. Wait, are we gonna be playing as Mikotoba? Oh, wait, there's gonna be... As I know how much you enjoy being the hero of the hour, Sholmes. We have but half that now, before the grasp is to sea again. If we don't conclude our investigation rapidly, we shall find ourselves in Naples before long. There are times, Mikotoba, when you make surprising amount of sense. So, let us begin. Oh shit, oh he... Okay. Discuss cabin number 2. Yes, this is the one. But I don't believe an investigation of the cabin is going to be plain sailing. It's this guy again. That crewman standing in front of the door is an angry-looking fellow.
What are you loitering here? Who are you?
My dear fellow, do you not recognize the world-famous great detective when you see one? The question really ought to be, who are you?
Do you not recognize world-traveling great sailor Chicken Stroganoff when you see?
When does he have Sholmes on his arm? You're a
great detective? I don't think so.
Do you see that, Mikotoba? It appears that this man is a devoted follower of mine. Yeah. Goodness me, is that a tattoo that says Sholmes? I must say, while such adoration is flattering, naturally, it does leave me a little cold.
What are you talking about? Leave, now!
How distressing, my little devotee knows me only by name, not by appearance. And yet I already know a great deal about you, sir. You have a brother, I believe. Like yourself, he's a shipman. Currently traveling... Wait, what the fuck is this, Ice? Okay. Traveling the world aboard a Russian steamship, in fact.
How could you know this?
Elementary, my dear Mikotoba. I'm sure it was. 3 days ago, I was bound for London aboard this ship, you see. We're looking for one of my fellow passengers, a man by the name of Jigoku.
There is no one with this name on board.
But who know there was... Did he purchase the ticket for passage?
Ah, you mean Mr. Man, he left ship 2 hours ago. Here at Dunkirk, he said something about emergency, I think.
What? Are you sure? So Seishiro's realized that we're after him, was he? Skimmin is the one behind you. We should like to investigate, please.
No, I have orders not to let an even mouse inside.
Mikotoba, be a good man and draw the sailor's attention that way, would you? Here comes an excuse that he leaves the area. Doesn't... Wait. Yeah, anyway, doesn't... Yeah, not that Evan said... Yeah, that Evan sailors here, both left and right. Yeah, you just stole that in front of him. Curses! The plan is ruined! And you have only yourself to blame, I'm afraid, Sholmes.
Forget it, cabin door is locked. Even if I am not here, you cannot get inside.
Mikotoba, I'm sure you haven't forgotten my special talent, have you? Opening any lock, yeah. Within a mere 5 seconds. So if you'd be so kind as to afford me the requisite time, old friend, I'm your typically accommodating manner. How could I refuse such a typically unappealing request, old friend? Then distract that burly sailor for 5 seconds, do I? Okay. Good man, so, the game is afoot. Alright. It's an actual investigation, okay. I'm leaving it here because I don't want, like, this is gonna be sick. I don't want to ruin it, you know. Let me just, you know, talk to this guy. It's like a Neo Temple Guardian statue. This fellow, the way he's glaring at us so fiercely. Yeah, and I'm gonna save here and I'm gonna stop here. Because I want to enjoy this, and I want to make sure people enjoy this as well, you know, like... This internet issue is generally, like, tearing me my fucking, like, nuts off. Like, it's just generally, like... I'm pissed. But yeah. This is like, and I'm having fun too, and it's just like... This is like so much sick shit happening, and it's just like... Fucking my vibe, man. Ouch, my back. But yeah. Thank you for tuning in anyway. Glad to see familiar faces again. But yeah. Gonna see you in the next episode, which... If the internet is not back, I'm just gonna play Hollow Knight until it's back properly, because I want this to be like a proper good final experience, you know what I'm saying? I don't want this to be shit. I just really don't want this to be shit. So yeah, I'm gonna end it here, and yeah, tomorrow Hollow Knight, and the day after, you know, yeah. So yeah, see you. Thank you, like, subscribe, and all that shit. I'm sorry for the vibe killing a little bit, but yeah. Next episode, I'm gonna make sure that it's good. Alright, I'm gonna make sure that it's like no issues. And yeah, because if there's still issues, I'm not gonna play still, you know. I'm gonna wait until, you know, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, yeah, thank you and goodbye.